Welcome back, Cubs. In this video, we're going to go over Chapter 8, Section 3 on the activity series. There's no PowerPoint slides for this section because it's pretty straightforward. We're going to be using this chart on page 272. Notice I drew a big line down the middle. That's because on the left-hand side, we have cations. Cations replace cations. And then on the right-hand side, we have the anions. Anions replace anions. So this line down the middle, there's no crossover here, okay? So the way that we use the activity series is with single displacement reactions. So we look at the element that's by itself in a single displacement reaction. Remember the general equation A plus BX is AX plus B. So we're looking at this solo element here. So you identify that element. Let's say it's magnesium. So magnesium is looking to replace this other cation. So it can replace anything below it on the activity series. So magnesium can replace all of these elements below it on the activity series. Magnesium cannot replace any element above it. So magnesium cannot replace lithium, no reaction. Magnesium cannot replace rubidium, no reaction. But magnesium can replace all of these elements below it. Make sure you're paying attention to these particular boxes because they'll give us some additional information. For example, magnesium can react with steam, but not cold water. So if magnesium is with just water, no reaction. With steam, it will have a reaction. Same thing for the halogens over here. Fluorine can replace chlorine, bromine, and iodine. If we take a look at bromine, bromine can only replace what's below it on the activity series. So bromine can replace iodine, but it cannot replace fluorine or chlorine. So the activity series, an element can replace whatever is below it. It cannot replace what is above it. So if we take a look at a couple examples on page 273, we've got 1A. So we have chromium as a solid plus water as a liquid. So chromium is trying to replace the hydrogen of water. So we find chromium on our activity series. Here it is. Chromium is above hydrogen, but we're told that it reacts with steam but not cold water. So because water is a liquid in this case, we're going to have no reaction. If we take a look at 1C, so 1C, we have cadmium attempting to react with HBr, hydrobromic acid. So cadmium is trying to replace hydrogen. Remember, cations replace cations. Cations replace cations. So we find cadmium. It's trying to replace hydrogen. Cadmium is above hydrogen. Now if we take a look at the little box, reacts with steam, not applicable, and acids. Well, HBr, hydrobromic acid, is an acid. So cadmium, it's above hydrogen, so it can replace it, and it's with an acid. So cadmium's going to replace hydrogen here. So cadmium with a 2+ charge, combining with bromine with a 1- charge, we do our switcheroo, we get CdBr2, and hydrogen was kicked out. Notice we wrote H2 here. Hydrogen is one of the 7 diatomics, so we have to write it as a diatomic. Also, you might have been wondering, where did I get this charge from? Look at page 209. So now that we have our reaction written down, we can balance the chemical equation. We have 2 hydrogens, 2 hydrogens, 2 bromines, 2 bromines. It's already balanced. Fantastic. Let's do one more practice problem on page 273. Let's take a look at this magnesium with steam. So that was 1D, magnesium reacting with H2O as steam though, so it's a gas. So we find magnesium. Magnesium can replace anything below it. So magnesium is trying to replace hydrogen, okay? It's below it, so it can replace hydrogen. Double check the box. Reacts with steam but not cold water. So in this case, we will have a reaction because it's reacting with steam. So we end up with magnesium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Go back and balance your equation. And there's your answer for 1D. Make sure you guys are using Remind, the discussion board, and email to communicate with myself and Mr. Bonventre. Let us know if you have any questions. And on Tuesday, tomorrow, we're going to be having a in-class Zoom session to review for the exam on Wednesday. Have a great day, Cubs.